a wizard, Chaos Wizard. I believe he has a Slave to Darkness allegiance. But I've had some fun with him, so aside from the Scar brand trick I used Sell the Faithless for, I also thought it'd be fun to try that with just what I call a wall of Wrathmongers.
Yeah.
So I have 15 Wrathmongers on the table. They're not part of the Bloodstorm Battalion because
nice.
I make all 15 one unit.
Okay.
Turn 1, I fired off Sell the Faithless's spell. I think it only has a casting value 5, so it's very difficult.
That's really
to miss.
cheap. Yeah.
It's really cheap. Plus, Sell the Faithless has a one-time per battle ability where he can roll 3 casting dice and take the 2 highest.
That's really good.
So if it's really important to get that off, you can do that. Turn 1, I had 15 Wrathmongers with a movement of 18 and the 18 inches and the ability to fly. And I had them all lined up, and I basically had them facing my opponent, ready to charge turn 1, and I annihilated over half his army turn 1.
That must have just been a stunner.
I saw the blood drain from his face. Literally.
As he removed hundreds of dollars of models off the table on turn 1.
Right.
Oh my gosh. What was he playing?
Stormcast.
Yeah. It makes you feel good when you beat them, though.
Oh, it's awesome.
Because they're so OP and they get so much love.
Yeah, they do.
That's why you hate them.
That's why I hate them. Yep.
They got, all of a sudden they get like 6 additional units out of nowhere.
Yep.
Like they weren't OP enough. And then they get a whole new book, which makes them even more because they got all this stuff. So that's why, as a Chaos player, I enjoy hearing that they're getting destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He holds his own for sure. But yeah, we've had some fun battles.
What's another highlight? Like you said, you haven't lost a game in a while. What did you change?
Well, I guess my strategy for list building is I always try to build to the scenario.
Yeah.
So I take a look at the scenario and I try to anticipate what my opponent's going to have. That's really, honestly, that's probably 80 or 90% of the battle is knowing what my opponent has. So I will study the war scrolls of my opponents, and I'll try to think about my list to respond to what I think they're going to do.
So it's pretty much knowing your enemy.
You have to know your enemy.
So you're actually doing more homework for the enemy than you are for your own army.
Right.
Before a match.
To some extent, because I already know what my own army does.
Right.
So I have most of my main units I have memorized, obviously, but then I have to know what my opponent can do. Are they heavy shooters? If they're not heavy shooters, I'm not going to waste 140 points on the Bloodstorm Battalion.
Right.
If they are, then that might be worth it.
It does. I get caught off guard a few times when I play armies I've never played before.
Yep.
Like I played the Skaven. Yep. And I rushed the Storm Vermin thinking, I'm just going to mow these fools down.
And then you lose the battle shock.
It was a brick wall.
Yes.
I had my Doom Knights just rush in. And I found out quickly, Storm Vermin aren't something to mess with.
Right.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm going to get them on battle shocks like right away on turn 1. No.
Yeah, not
They had
the
the counter attack, and they took the air out of my sails, pretty much.
Yep, you got to know your enemies.
So that's very helpful. Don't just study your books, but if you can, study your friends as well. And are you using the app at all when you're doing that?
I use the app nonstop.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the app called?
I think it's just the War
Scrolls.
Age of Sigmar War Scroll app or something. It's a free download. Yep.
Yeah, I've been using that for a while now.
Yep.
I've downloaded a few armies. It's only like $1 or something.
Yeah, I don't even think it's cost me anything.
So what do you guys got going next with your group?
So right now we are wrapping up our Realm Gate Wars campaign, book 1. So there's 4 books in the campaign. We are playing through that with Path to Glory rules.
Okay.
And so we've got 2 weeks left of that, and then we'll start book 2.
Awesome. And you guys just have a ongoing sort of campaign.
We have an ongoing campaign, so we each started with a leader and a handful of followers, and then every week we attract followers, we gain rewards, whatever that may be for every player.
That's awesome. That's good that you have like a committed group.
Yep, we've got 8 guys, including myself. We meet every Thursday.
It's been like hard to find that.
It has been, but it's funny. We started with 3 guys playing casually when we get time, and every time we talk to somebody, they're like, "Oh, can I get in on that?" And within a month, our group went from 3 guys to 8 guys.
I usually have the opposite issue, and then by the 3rd week, we have like 6.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've actually had to turn people away.
That's awesome.
I only have tables for 8 people, so.
Well, thank you, BJ, for coming in. Do you have a Facebook or an Instagram you'd like to shoot out there for painting and stuff like that?
No, I actually don't. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not as tech savvy as a lot of the people around here.
Well, everybody else can follow us on Strata-Gyms. We're on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Strata-Gyms. Sneak peek to next week, we'll be going over swarm armies. And once again, BJ, thank you for taking your time out and joining us today.
Yeah, awesome. It was fun. Thanks for having me.